Hey everyone, got a good topic to discuss today, and this is for the Taschen sale going on right now. It's from January 27th through the 30th, and a lot of the books are 25 to 75% off. For those of you who are not familiar with Taschen, they are pretty much one of the big producers of these coffee table books. You know, the heavy, large coffee table books that people like to show off in their homes. And there are people who like to show off more for aesthetic, and there are those who get it for the purpose of reading. I'm more of the reader type of person, but I do love hardback, large coffee table books, and they are expensive. So once in a while you do see these sales come along, and right now this is probably one of the better ones. Taschen is one of the bigger companies that release them. You probably heard of the other companies such as Rizzoli, New York City, Phaeton, and more. But anyway, we're gonna go through the list, and we'll discuss some of these books right here. We got the Massimo Listri, the world's most beautiful libraries, for $100. Usually it's for $200. That's actually a very good price. By the way, a lot of these books tend to be over 500 pages. Usually around 600 pages, to be truthful. These are heavy, big books. So you got the Star Wars Archives right now on sale for $100. Anything with Jean-Michel Basquiat, especially with Andy Warhol. If you can get it for a good deal, go for it. Mickey Mouse edition. This one's $100, but actually there's another one that's on sale for $15. Well, we'll see that as I scroll down. Hiroshige and Eisen, actually a good coffee table art book for those who love Japanese woodblock, print art. Art books. This is a pretty good one. Bauhaus, good price at $30. Ooh, another expensive one on sale. The Yes Sir Scroll. Look at that. 700 down to 300. That's pretty. Look at that. That's pretty interesting. Let's actually take a look at that real quick. These things tend to catch my attention. So it's 194 pages. Wooden display with commentary, volume by Falk Weisman. Okay. Wow. Limited collector's edition of 1746 copies with a gift edge commentary volume. Okay. Anyway, let's keep on going down through the list. Got a few. Maryland. Actually, this is Taschen has released a Maryland book that I have that is actually very hard to find and can be a little expensive. This is not it, but this is Maryland Me from Lawrence Schiller, but it's actually a pretty good price at $40. Linda McCartney, the Polaroid Diaries. You'll see a few Polaroid books. I believe the Andy Warhol one is on sale as well. You'll see a lot of costume and fashion design books also on sale, especially travel-based books. For those of you into royalty type of books, Her Majesty. Architecture, yeah, you'll definitely see a few architecture books on here on sale. Okay, one thing I want to take a spotlight on is Sumo books. These are magnificent collections of photography, and this one is Helmut Newton. This one usually goes for $150. I got it probably for $125, which I thought was a great deal at the time. But look at this, right now is $80. I never thought this book would go on sale. That's amazing. Jeez, that's amazing. That's actually. Okay, yeah. The reason why I'm pausing quite a bit is because I purchased this book probably like several weeks ago. So, Andy Warhol. Polaroids, 1958 to 1987, is on sale for 30. This is a good one if you like Polaroid books. This one showcases his Polaroids of various celebrities. David Hockney, A Chronology. Monet. We'll see a lot of erotica books on sale. Peter Lindberg. This one's on 15. This one's $15, but I am guessing this is the hardcover, but the compact, like miniature edition. Let's see. Yes, this is the smaller version. Hardcover, 6.5, like 6.1 by 8.5 inches. So, this is the smaller one. There was a bigger one released. I believe this one's on sale as well. Okay, more architecture, industrial design. This one is a good one, but I am guessing the Kate Moss by Mario Testino is the softcover version. Yes. Still a good book, though. For some reason, this is piquing my curiosity. Forbidden erotica. Okay. Another Basquiat book. Actually, this is a pretty good price at $10 right here. Star Wars Archives for $15. Load page 4 out of 10. Another Helmut Newton book, work for $20. Hokusai. Great price at $10. His well-known artwork here. The Great Wave off Kanagawa. That's a pretty good price, $10. Might pick that one up. Christo and Jean-Claude. There is another one, recent one, that was released. We'll see if that one's on sale. If you're bubbling in the background, that is my large aquarium, fish aquarium. Fashion history from the 18th to the 20th century. Little Big Book of Breasts. Erotica Universe. My goodness. Look at the artwork on the cover. Okay. 1,000 record covers. This is, this one's actually pretty interesting. Okay, here's the one I was telling you. Walt Disney Mickey Mouse, The Ultimate History 40th Edition. On sale for $15. Pretty good price. Rock covers, Monet. It's actually the one I have in my living room right now, near my books. Jamie Hewlett. This one, let's take a look at this one actually. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, the Gorillas. Yeah, $15. Okay, that's a pretty good price. Wolfgang Tillman's 4 books. Interesting. Now, I'm just looking at the cover and it's just catching my attention. So, the previous 4 books were edited into one stream. 512 pages. Let's check out some of the artwork here. Okay. Rembrandt. Ooh, for Fantastic Four fans. Just remember that with these big sales, it's not free shipping, I believe. You have to pay for shipping, so expect shipping to be around $10 to $20, depending on how much you purchase. It doesn't go by weight, so that's a good thing. London. This is one of the newer books that was just released. If you're into surfing photography, it's actually a pretty good price at $50. Century Memories. Oh, one of the things you'll see is a lot of the 1900 books on sale. There's a Japan 1900, I think a Paris 1900, and then the American 1900. Oh wow. The Naomi Campbell, the fashion model, the updated edition. This comes with 2 books in one, I believe, a slip case. This was actually a very good one for 90 bucks. So next to that Sumo book, you're actually getting a good deal on this one if you're into fashion models. Sorry for the nudity right there. Stanley Kubrick Archives. This is actually pretty good for 40, but there's another one if you're into silence, Charlie Chaplin, to check out. Okay, this one's 40, so this one I'm guessing is the large edition hardcover. Yep, 9.4 by 13.4 inches. Okay, this is the one, the Christo and Jean Claude 40th edition. What? No way. 15 bucks? How's that? Oh, it's another one, the smaller version. I said, usually these things don't go on sale. Okay, so, I might have to take a look at that later. Warhol and Basquiat, I do have this one. Really good book. Actually, very good price. I apologize if I pronounce a lot of these names wrong. Jazz covers, Michelangelo. So it's not Paris 1900, it's France 1900. Oh, here's the one. 100 bucks. I wonder if it's the same. 616 pages? Oh no, this one has more pages in it. Well, it's an updated edition. This is the 40th edition. I'm not sure when this was released, but this one obviously has 100 more pages. Actually, a little bit more. Or is it less? I need to get to check it out. My bad. The Rolling Stones. Oh, you got Peter Lindberg. This is actually a very good one at 40. Famous fashion photographer. Have a lot of his books. Annie Leibovitz. This one's her early one. It's actually a good price for 20. But this one's actually her earlier years, I believe, from Rolling Stone, right? When she was working at Rolling Stone? I'm not sure. I assume a lot of her photos from the Rolling Stones. Let's see here. Is it Annie also? Yep, she's on there with many other photographers. Okay, going down the list. Peter Lindberg, definitely recommend. Stanley Kubrick Archives. I wonder what's the difference when they make it one vertical and one horizontal. What the difference is. The Golden Age of DC Comics. $12, not bad. I'm guessing this is also a smaller edition. You want to definitely look. It really doesn't matter. I mean, you get it. If you want to get it, go get it. For those who are particular about size, this one's 5.5 by 7.7 inches. So it's worth checking out. Especially since the David LaChapelle. Especially since the original version is no longer being sold, if I recall. Okay, here we go. Hiroshige. Okay, there are 2 Hiroshige books. 100 Famous Views of Ito. This is actually a great price for 12. There is another version right below it. Yes, this one is specially bounded. Let me bring up the... So here's the one that's specially bounded. Let's show the image right there. Look at that. That is freaking beautiful. Just a special cover design. And how it locks into place. And if you go to the regular one, it's just, without the special cover. But $12 and $20, depending what you like. And it's also, wait, this is 272 pages. This is 584 pages. Whoa. How's that possible? I have no idea. Usually you don't see this big disparity in pages, but that's actually quite interesting. I need to look into that, because I've been wanting to get this book along with the Hokusai. Okay, got Jazz, New York, and the Roaring Twenties. Actually, that's very interesting. Okay, I thought it was actual photographs. So these are illustrations. Yes is More. Andy Warhol, Love and Sex and Desire. The Polaroid book, another Polaroid book. Got Bob Dylan right here. Nautical Works. Moonfire. Alfred Hitchcock, another complete films. That's actually a very good price at $15. Okay, this is a big one right here. If you're a silent film fan, Charlie Chaplin Archives. They really went all out for the making of this book. Here's another Walt Disney Film Archives, animated movies, 1921, 1968, 40 edition. Another good price at $15. Got The Madman, Pedro Almodovar. Pedro. Martina Rhymes, Germany, 1900, R. Crumb. It's actually pretty interesting. Moonfire. Ah, another Peter Lindberg book. Definitely worth getting. Gosh, there's actually a lot of books worth checking out. Taschen shopper for $20. And that pretty much rounds out the sale. Again, this is a very, very good sale, especially for the larger books. What caught my attention is probably the Sumo book, the Naomi book, and the probably the most expensive one on this list, the Esther Scroll. These are amazing, discounted price right there. The Sumo book, Helmut Newton, again, at $80 for that big of a book at that size. It's amazing. That's 50% off right there. The same thing with the Naomi Campbell, the Naomi book. But this is more than 50% off. And I don't think I've ever seen anything released in this type of manner. So that's actually quite fascinating. But anyway, check out the Taschen sale going on right now. There is only one, I will tell you, that I wanted really badly that's sold out. This one, Crazy Cat. This one was on the sale. There was a few books left, and then I added it to my cart, and then it kept on flashing, and then it said sold out. So I guess you could say that you kind of need to take advantage of these sales quickly, because they do sell out. Anyway, for those of you who are into coffee table books, definitely check out this flash sale going on right now.